What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Highline Prestige, and welcome to a beautiful evening that we have here over in New Jersey. So I thought I would show you guys a cigar that I've been wanting to smoke for a little bit now, and it's something quite unique. French tobacco. That's something that's always been on the list to try. Well, today we finally get that chance to finally try French tobacco, and it's actually with a cigar brand you would probably never ever guess to use French tobacco. Look at that. I'm pulling out the wrong cigar here. This is actually a Padron, very, very aged. Wrong cigar. We're actually pulling out here this. This is the Emissary from Macanudo. I mean, this is the French edition. Last year, they did a special edition as well, and that one was tobacco from Spain, if I'm not mistaken here. But this one is French. I can't believe it. We finally have a cigar here that has French tobacco, and I get to finally try it out, and it's a brand and a type of cigar that should be pretty accessible. All right, so I'm just going to go with a nice little straight cut with my Zycar here. I swear, I smoke in my car, and I always find a new cutter in the car, and this is actually a cutter that I lost for a little bit, and now I found it. So all right. Hey, that cold draw there. Okay. Nice little details there. France. Let's go. As far as lighting, I have the retro flame that I sell on my store. Ooh. I really like how you can kind of see all the little bumps here. This is a triple flame. Just gonna do a little toasting. It's really hard to light cigars and to hold cigars steady when your hands are shaking, but that just is what it is. Now, every time I toast a cigar or whatever, I always like to do one puff just to kind of seal the deal, as I say. Ooh, all right. So I had this all completely wrong. The wrapper is not French. The wrapper is actually a Ecuadorian Habano wrapper that has 10 years of age, while the binder is actually a USA broadleaf binder, also aged for 10 years. The filler is a Dominican Piloto, which is also aged for 10 years, and also a USA broadleaf filler aged for 8 years. Then it also has some Brazilian tobacco aged for 7 years. Finally has some French tobacco that's aged for 4 years. I hate to say that's a little disappointing. I thought the wrapper was French, but instead, honestly, this cigar branding, I guess they're trying to do French because it has a little French tobacco, but should be more on the side of the complex edition, because it's quite a interesting group of tobacco that we're working with this cigar. Now, I actually ran out of space on my phone and let the cigar go out on purpose here because it's a Macanudo, so it's hit or miss when it comes down to burn. Could be really good or it could be kind of questionable. Right now, it looks pretty good, but if I turn it, we canoed. Really not that surprised at this point, but I'm going to relight this thing. Let's keep smoking it. I'll tell you guys what I'm tasting, what I think about it. Yeah, we'll just keep on going. Now, we are losing a little bit of daylight here, so bear with me. Hopefully that fixes itself, and hopefully we don't have this problem going forward. You never really know, though. So this is how far we are. We have lost the light, And I was actually on a phone call, and I couldn't help myself but to keep on puffing away on this cigar. But in the beginning, I'd say you were met with more on the floral side of notes. And there is that like little bit of fruity component. Now, I can't really put my finger on what fruit it is. And I tried to look online to see what other people were saying, make sure I wasn't crazy. Some people were saying red fruit. Some people were saying dark fruit. What is that? What is that? I don't even know what the hell that is. Are you talking berries? I mean, what's going on here? And then there was also a little bit of like this light spice, and you don't really get it as much in the beginning. As it starts going a little bit farther down, it really picks up a little bit more. Now, when you start getting down to this side, you get a little bit more on the earthy and the pepper components. I almost wanted to say like roasted coffee bean. You know, nobody has said that, I don't think, but that's just what I'm picking up. I like it. I would smoke it again. I'm not like incredibly blown away. And I was kind of hoping, I mean, for tobacco so aged like this, I was expecting a little bit better of a burn. But like I said with Macanudo, at least for me, sometimes it can be really good. Sometimes it can canoe, and it actually had fixed itself pretty well there. But like now you could kind of see we're starting to canoe once again. And we're getting enough airflow through the cigar. I feel like I burned it pretty well in the beginning, but it's not too bad. Now, I know that I believe Cigar International sells these cigars, and there's actually a couple sizes of this blend. You could get it in a Perfecto, you could get a Toro, Robusto, and a Churchill, I believe. It makes it out to be about like a $12 cigar, but that's before taxes and everything. I think we paid close to $20 for this blend, especially once people see France edition and whatnot. A lot of these shop owners will end up putting up the price. And if you guys have smoked this cigar before, or if you guys have smoked the last year's edition, the Spain edition, definitely comment down below. Let me know what you guys think about it. And I will catch you guys on the next one. Cheers.